What's going on? What's going on? It is Trinidad and Tobago, son, New York City's nephew, called a YOUNG.
And I am in my key, and I already know I have the keys to your heart. So let's just start the damn show. Welcome to Banter'N'Bullsht, y'all.
I already know. I don't need to hopefully nothing. I know. That was pardon moi. Ooh la la. So cocky. Yeah, look, they continue, people. Continue. So cocky. Wow, so cocky.
They always will.
Oh man, yo. First off, out of the gate, right? This week, it's been calm down, people. Y'all calm it down back there. Y'all calm down. All right. It's been an interesting week, man. We're gonna talk about some stuff, right? Basically, DC and Marvel been going head to head. You know, Superman came out, Fantastic Four First Steps came out. Metro Boomin dropped a project. Apparently it's hot. I was listening to it. You know what I mean? Akademiks is attacking Herbo. He's over some nonprofit stuff. And a living legend gets his walk of fame, man. He gets that finally, man. We talking about cold, clout, and the soul of the culture. Let's get into it. Right out the gate. Yo, look, Metro Boomin dropped a project, Futuristic Summer. All right, cinematic production, major features, man. He had up and coming artists on there, Shad the God, Young Book, and others artists like Roscoe Dash. You remember Roscoe Dash? ROSCO, Mr. Shorty put it on me. Roscoe Dash, Travis Porter, Rocco, Mr. Rocco himself, T.I., 2 Chainz, Gucci. Yo, this project is just packed with so many features. But my thing is this: is it a memorable joint, or is it just sonically a clean project? Have you listened to that project yet?
Which one? Metro Boomin?
Metro Boomin's, yeah, Futuristic Summer. Have you listened to it yet?
Yeah, I did.
What do you think about that?
I heard it today. It's not for me. I'll be honest with you. I kind of felt the beats were a little dated, but I mean that may be the vibe they're going for. You know, who am I to knock it? And maybe I'm not the target audience, so I mean it's all good.
Maybe
he has a huge following, and there's a lot of people that do support this album. So I mean, you know, to each their own. Don't let my influences influence what you listen to, but you know,
but it's a futuristic summer.
Well, that's what it's called,
right? But it's very nostalgic feeling.
Yeah,
yo, you got Roscoe on there, bro.
Why would futuristic be nostalgic? I'm just
that's what I'm saying. Like,
I feel like
that doesn't make
they're contradicting each other. But
yeah, so I feel like he should have stuck with up and coming artists.
I'm listening for some
like what?
Go ahead.
So you're saying what you're saying is
when I think futuristic, I'm listening for sounds like something sonically I haven't heard before. Right. Maybe a collection of sounds that make me think forward. When I heard it, I didn't think, you know, 30 or anything like that. It was more so, all right, what was I doing in the summer of 1999? You know,
yo, it was more so that's the vibe I was getting listening to it. That's the same vibe I was getting. I was getting, you know, 2003, 2004 vibes. Like, that's what I was getting listening to the project. I was like, I don't know if he meant to do this, and maybe if that's the case, you probably shouldn't have named it Futuristic Summer. Maybe you shouldn't have named it that, because that's where we're a little confused, right? Because what are you doing? Like, you have all these artists on here, but you have a lot of, I guess you would say, old school artists as well, right? That you would, so the energy that they're bringing is that early 2000 energy. Some of the newer cats on there, Shad the God, you know, it was cool, but I just wasn't really too impressed. You know what I mean? Unfortunately, I don't know. But once again, maybe it's like you said, it's not for us, right? Maybe we're not the target audience he's going after, and we just need to shut our damn mouths up.
I'm cool with that too. There's a lot of shit I realized that it's not for me. I need to shut the hell up and mind my own business, because they ain't trying to talk to me or deliver that message to me. So
it ain't for you.
Who am I?
It ain't for you.
It ain't for me. It ain't for me. I mean, the futuristic part I don't necessarily agree with, but did you feel summer when you heard the vibe? When you hear were you think cookout, pool party?
Yes.
Okay, middle of July, running with fire.
Yeah, I was feeling it.
Okay.
Yeah, I was definitely feeling that, man. Stealing all the swag, all those records. Like, yeah, I was feeling like summered up. But once again, I was just feeling summer, early 2000s. It's the only problem.
I get you.
Like, I was ready to go get some Jabot jeans and put on some vapes. You know what I'm saying?
Speaking of that, have you barbecued this summer?
No. Strangely enough, it doesn't feel.
Are you a grill man? You look like a grill man.
You
look like if you ain't manning the spatula, you right over the shoulder holding your can of beer. It's time to flip those.
I'm on the grill. Like,
you gotta make sure.
No, don't squeeze. Nope, don't squeeze the steak. Just turn it to the side a little bit. Yeah, that is. Let that juice drip down on top of the coals. Yeah, I was the type of dude, like, I would get my coal and I would get the wood chips so it could smoke meat a little bit. And, I love
mesquite taste,
Yes, I'm a big grill guy. I wouldn't say I'm a grill master, but I'm like a grill journeyman. You know what I'm saying? I'm a journeyman.
Listen, I feel like people who self-proclaim themselves to be grill masters, I'm always sketchy about that. Like, come on, bro, you got the best meat in the state.
Pause.
Pause.
Whoa. Hey, yo.
That's what she said.
Hey, yo. Hold on. Hold on, buddy. I don't want to know how good your meat is. I am not.
It's perfect color, everything. Got the grill marks. You know it's been cooking. Well, we've been basting that, yeah.
Oh, no.
I let it sit in the juices.
I let my meat sit in all my juice. Yo, I'm done. No, look, that's disgusting. But I want to say, did you hear that Busta Rhymes got a star on the Walk of Fame?
Yeah, I did.
Yo, give Busta Rhymes, yo. It's about time we give our legends that support, man. That clout, man.
Absolutely.
Like, for real, man. I'm so happy. A writer.
I'm about to make a name for myself here.
Ooh.
He's been waiting for it, bro. He's been waiting for it.
That's what Busta sounded.
He's been waiting for it, man.
Yo, I'm so happy. And Chuck D, LL, Chris Rock, they were the ones that were like pushing for that for him, man. I'm just really happy. You know what I'm saying? I'm really happy that Busta got that. I'm really happy that that's something that he was able to be here for and achieve, and his children can see that. And we as fans growing up listening to Busta are able to say, damn, this man, he did it. I don't know how. Is that an important thing to you, though? Him getting that star on the Walk of Fame? Is that like
important to me?
Yeah, like, do you look at it like, yeah, like that's what it is? Hip hop got a star on the Walk of Fame, or is it like man?
I mean, important. Does it affect my day? Like, important to me?
Yeah, like, do you feel like?
But
do you feel like it's accomplished something?
Am I glad that Busta got his roses? Of course, I'm glad Busta got his roses.
Okay.
It's been long overdue.
Damn right.
I mean, we gotta give these people the flowers while they're here. While they're here to appreciate.
Yeah, like you
while
said,
they're here to smell them.
Yeah,
and I'm glad that Busta's getting the recognition that he's long been overdue for. But
I agree.
Hey, these people who are monitoring what's going on with the Walk of Fame, I mean, they I don't understand the qualifications. I know to some aspects you're supposed to, if you want it a little bit quicker, you can kind of chip in for it.
Yeah, so here's more like a paying for it.
Do I feel? Yeah, I ain't want to say that, but so if this is Busta, hey, look, long overdue. Hey, Busta, we try and give it to you. Don't worry. Yeah, he definitely deserves his flowers, man. So
I wonder how much that costs.
At the same time, I don't think a Walk of Fame determines your greatness. So,
nah, Busta is legendary, man. Like, this is a legacy for Busta, and I'm happy for him. I mean, I was telling a friend of mine, I'm like, yo, Busta got, star on the Walk of Fame. He looked at me like, all right, what that got to do with anything? I'm like, got the star. He's like, but I'm saying, but what does that do for hip hop? I don't know what you want me to say, man. Like, it's like, see, that's the problem. You hype, but you don't even know if it's doing anything benefiting hip hop. I'm like, oh, okay. Cool. So you don't care. All right. You could have just said that. I don't feel like you needed to like quiz me on why I feel it benefits hip hop. Like I'm just happy that the man, like you said,
What does that
got his
mean?
recognition. Yeah, like that's
What
what
does
I'm
that
saying.
mean, benefiting hip hop?
That's what I want to know. Like I asked him, and he was like, you know, you hyping up some. The way he put it was, I don't want to say his name. The way he put it was, he's being given a star by just what to recognize his accolades, but what does it do for the culture in itself, and how does it bolster hip hop any further? I'm like, the man is being recognized for his talent, for his contribution to music and as a whole. Why can't you just be happy for that? Like, why can't you just say, "Damn, that's what's up"?
I'm happy.
You know what I mean? Right, I'm happy for him.
I'm happy for
This
any
dude
black
was.
man that gets his recognition.
That's it. Look, why can't we just leave it at that? Right? Like, and that leads into like the way you're happy for it, the way I'm happy for it, the way my man's was had this negative connotation towards it. It kind of leans into what's going on with DJ Akademiks and G Herbo. I don't know if you've heard what's been
I
going
don't know
on with
anything
them.
about that. No.
G Herbo, Chicago rapper. You can immediately say, I don't give a shit. Like, with that guy. Like, that shit was so instantaneous.
I mean, I don't
Academics
really
a clown.
again, it's not. No, I'm not gonna say that. But I mean,
he do be doing some clown shit. I'll say it.
I'm not the audience. I'm not the audience. I'm not the
Academics
people who.
He does do some clown.
Yeah.
He does. He does. I'm gonna say it. You don't gotta say it. It's all right. I'm gonna say it. I told you. I got all these problems.
Okay.
I'll say it. You know what I mean? Like, apparently, Herbo was saying, Akademiks and DJ Vlad, why don't you donate money to nonprofit organizations, in Chicago? Right? I challenge you. Put up 20,000, 50,000, 100,000. You can write that off in your tax return.
Who said this?
G Herbo. He said this to Akademiks. To Akademiks and DJ Vlad, like, yo, why don't y'all, you making money off
Vlad
of
TV, and he
said he wasn't on Vlad. He was on another platform, but he was just saying, you guys.
So Vlad just happened to be there.
I think he was just taking punches at everybody, right? I think he just felt like you guys have made money off of Chicago, right? Selling music, whatever the case may be, off of Chicago artists. Why don't you give back to the community that you make money from? That's what Herbo's saying. He's just saying, give money to nonprofit organizations that will benefit the community. Right? That's what he's saying. Just give money.
Who?
G Herbo.
Okay, G Herbo give money. Said Akademiks give money to Chicago.
Right. Give money. Okay. Yeah, give money to a nonprofit organization. You can write it off. It's not going to hurt you. But give back to the community that you're making money off of. Akademiks,
so
feels some type of way.
He's making a lot of money in Chicago, DJ Akademiks?
I guess he feels, G Herbo feels, you are capitalizing off of artists, right? Coming out of Chicago. You're making money from these artists. You're making money off of the Chicago music culture, right?
How
and if
so?
you're making
does he
money,
have a lot of drill rappers on his album?
Apparently he does, right? Akademiks, he has a lot of drill music. So Herbo is just simply saying, give back to the community. Donate to a nonprofit organization that will benefit the Chicago community. Akademiks doesn't like that. I guess he felt some type of way. He's like, who are you to question what I do with my money and how I should move with my money when you're not even holding yourself accountable, when you have questionable practices with money as well on your side? You're not holding yourself accountable. You have, about 1.4 million in some question donations. So how can you hold me accountable and you're not holding yourself accountable? And I gotta agree with the guy. Right? So much as Akademiks says some clown shit.
Something? I mean, like, how?
I don't.
What is this 1.4 number coming from?
He's had G Herbo's had some legal allegations in the past, and I think this was the problem. Some funds were allocated differently. I don't want to make speculation on the man. I don't know the man's case. I don't want to say nothing negative on the man. All I'm saying is these two brothers are going at each other's throats over finances, right? When I think you guys should just stick to doing music, giving back to your community, and you will be just fine, right? But I think the problem is within hip hop, right? Let's just talk about within hip hop. The problem, I believe, this is just my belief. I believe that a lot of artists are prioritizing their image, how they are perceived by the public, how they are received by the public, how they are viewed by the public over their own personal integrity. And I think that's where the line gets a little blurred, right? I feel like you're so worried about how you're going to be accepted by the masses that you're presenting this image of who you are, because your rapper name or your rapper persona, that is the character that you're presenting. For most artists, you're not Batman is Batman, right? Like, we kind of understand Bruce Wayne is really Batman, and Bruce Wayne is the mask that Batman puts on, because even in his psyche, Batman calls himself Batman. He doesn't call himself Bruce, he calls himself Batman. And I think for artists, they present this persona, and some get so lost in the persona that they forget that your name is Richard or Byron or Bruce or Philip, or whatever the case your real name, your birth name is. And they're so worried about that image that their integrity gets put to the side. Right? Now you're taking money for things that you normally wouldn't do as you, but because you're this artist, this image, you take the money for this, or you do these things because of this image. Like, I don't know, I feel like it's a kind of a dishonorable thing, right? Because you look at certain artists, how many artists are still moving within this industry with real live, like, integrity and honor? Case in point, they talk about Jay-Z. They say Jay is probably one of the prolifically just callous, harshest businessmen there is, right? People always say that, yo, when it comes to business, Jay is this, Jay is that. Like, some people, like, we were just having this conversation with a friend of mine. He was like, yo, my man Mal, he was like, Jay, look at what he's done to Dame. Look at what he's done with Beans. Look at what he's done when he was the CEO over there at Def Jam. Like, Jay has a way of slighting people, and his business ethics are wrong. I don't agree with that. I think you need to take the emotion out of business. You know what I'm saying? That's what I say. Take the emotion out of business. Dame says it all the time. Dame was crying about this for forever. We know this. Dame, any platform that will listen to him, he will say that he feels slighted by how Jay treated him. He will always say that. I say take the emotion out of business.
You got to take emotions out of it.
Take the emotion out of it.
Emotions don't belong to business.
It has nothing to do with it. But does that, when I put it this way, with that emotion being removed out of business, is integrity also removed when it comes to doing business? Yeah.
And business should be based
on
integrity.
Is there room for integrity? It shouldn't be, or it should.
Business should be based on integrity. I mean, to run, it should be. Absolutely.
Yeah, I just want to make sure you said should.
If you can't run your business with integrity, you have no business being in business. The only thing I can say, is if you have a clientele that, regardless of your business practice or customer service may be, or how bad it may be, and they choose to come back anyway because your product is just that damn good, where you don't even have to worry about integrity. Run your business how you choose to. If your board or your stockholders are relying on your impractical business habits, you don't need integrity in what you're doing. But most businesses that you want to associate with, you want some integrity. You want to know that when I call you, when I have an issue, you're going to help, or you're going to do whatever it takes to fix that problem or that issue. That's the whole purpose of business. Capitalism, understanding that to be better than the next person, I have to be able to provide a level of service and or product that would meet the needs of the people, and these people can integrate into their lives and they can move forward with this product or services. But if you're moving around with no integrity, who the hell is going to want to do business with you? Like, why Why are you even in the business of working with people if you have no integrity? I mean, it's going to catch up with you eventually if you're trying to move around with no integrity and you are in some sort of practice. It's going to catch up eventually. So just give it time. If you don't understand what integrity is, and it will catch you and it will bite you in the ass.
I'm wondering, right?
But
this is a question for
integrity
you.
is
This is a question for you and for the viewers as well. With you saying with integrity, you know, and you have to conduct business with integrity, conduct business with a modicum of honor at the end of the day. Do you think the culture, hip hop in itself, do you think that we still self-correct? Like, do we is there a checks and balances? Like, do we check each other still? Do you think that's a thing that we'll be like, yo, like you doing this wrong, or nah, that's not how you approach it. You should do this, or I don't respect the fact that you did that. I'm gonna step away from it. Like Lil Durk, Free Durkio, he had an issue with an artist, and they wanted to do a feature with Lil Baby, but Lil Baby fucks with Durk, so Lil Baby's like, nah, I'm not rocking with you. Kept his integrity and his honor and was like, you know what, y'all two have an issue or whatever the case may be, but this is my man. And it would be disrespectful if I jumped on the record with you knowing he has an issue with you. He checked himself and he had an integral moment where he was like, you know what, me as an artist, me as a man, I'm not going to deal with it. I'm not going to support whatever you got going on because my mans don't deal with you. But do you see that across the board in culture, like in the hip hop culture? Do you think we still self-correct? Is that a thing still?
Self-correction. I believe that life in general is always going to find a way to find balance. So whether it be through hierarchy or just order, it's going to find a way to correct itself, especially if it's too big to fail. I believe that. And when you say culture, are you referring to the hip hop culture, or are you just
The hip
black
hop
culture?
culture,
Like,
the hip hop
what
culture,
do you mean? Or just
hip
culture
hop
in
culture,
general?
the
It doesn't
black
matter
culture, yeah,
specifically
culture in
what
general.
culture we're
Like,
referring to. I mean,
yeah,
hip hop culture. I mean, it's crazy how it. Speaking of integrity, it's insane how integral that policing within hip hop culture is non-existent. We within the hip hop culture have built this identity based around policing ourselves. So it will continue to move in that direction because we have so little trust in um, the ability of anyone policing outside. We have the ability of trusting anyone trying to police who does not belong within that culture. I believe that hip hop has always been self-correcting. I believe that hip hop is in the state where it's going to continue to self-correct. It's going to find a way to balance itself out.
okay.
I don't believe that that's the bigger issue when it comes to hip hop. I believe that 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 there's an unequal pay scale when it comes to hip hop. I believe that a lot of hip hop artists aren't being paid um, com- comparatively speaking. I don't believe that hip hop. Well, we already know that the scales, and there's very few people within hip hop that are actually successful at what they're doing in their arts. And the people who have decided to make it a career and they're on the low end of the spectrum, um, I believe that within hip hop, we 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 aren't organizing as well as we should be. We aren't
Mm.
figuring out how to help others the way that some, especially on the lower end of the spectrum, need the assistance or the help. It'd be great if there was some form of union that could be created based around, I mean, just in
Wow,
music in
like
general.
a hip hop union. So,
But
when you said comparatively, I mean to cut you off, but when you said comparatively with the pay disparaging, like, do you mean comparative to other genres of music, or what? Like, do you mean like, well, hip hop artists,
I
they're
mean,
paid?
we have to. Well, we already know that one of the biggest exports to the United States, um, one of the biggest money makers within United States export is hip hop, with the culture
Right.
of hip hop. And
Absolutely.
I guess this goes back to kind of what you were saying before, but I got to ask you a question. With that being the case, being that hip hop is worth billions and billions at this stage, do you feel that those that are involved in the hip hop are at a point where they are reaping the benefits of this multi-billion-dollar enterprise? Because I personally do not. And again, there are other forms of entertainment and musical genres that they may feel the same way. But we know that hip hop is so connected to Black culture, and the fact that there's been a disparity just in pay scale, just being Black. It's like there's a Black tax. There's a tax for just being Black. That it kind of go hand in hand with the growth of hip hop. Like, why aren't we seeing the benefits? Why aren't we seeing the growth, from it? I mean, again, there are some at the top, that are taking advantage of this moment. That are for sure. I mean, you mentioned Jay-Z early. He for damn sure took advantage of his moment. Right.
Yeah.
There's a select few.
Right. Select few. But it shouldn't be.
Right. But we also know that there's millions, literally.
Yeah. Like, I look at it like
there's
this,
millions
just like you
rappers
said.
that
why isn't KRS-One in the upper echelon, Cool G Rap? Like, these dudes should be respectively in the billionaire talk as well, right? But I guess it's, like you said, it's the business of it. It's the way you approach the business and the way you monetize your name and your music catalog is what's going to get you there, and how you diversify what you're investing your money in. But it's like, when you said comparative to just the pay scale, why is it hip hop artists have to aspire, or well, not, I don't want to say have to aspire, but why is it people like LL get into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame? Why don't we have a hip hop Hall of Fame? Why do we have to lean into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame? Why don't we have a hip hop Hall of Fame? Why isn't that a thing?
It's a good question.
Right? So I feel like this should have happened a long time ago. The hip hop R&B Hall of Fame, that should be a thing. That should be automatic. Why are we, man, I want to get into the Rock and Roll Hall. What the hell that got to do with hip hop? I get it, because it's all ours anyways. I get it. But why don't we have a hip hop Hall of Fame where we can give the flowers and the achievements to the men and women that really did this for the culture? Why don't we have that yet? Why is this still a thing that I hate to sound like this, M.I. I really do. I don't want to sound, because I don't want to sound like that Black activist. You know what I mean? I don't want to sound like that, but why are we still vying for the attention or the validation of people that are only profiting off of our music and our culture, but don't even understand or respect it? Why are we still hoping they accept us in their rooms? I don't want to sound like that guy, but why are we still trying to get their acceptance and get them to open the door so we can get into their rooms when they are profiting off of us at an exponential rate and giving us crumbs? You know what I mean? Like, I was watching it's funny shit, because it taught me commerce, and it taught me the way how they abuse you. And I don't even think kids would catch it. I was watching Futurama, and they had like the little poplars, the babies of the Omicron Persei 8s and shit, right? He's like, how much are you selling for? He's like, selling for $1. He's like, if you come with my company, you know what I'm saying? You come with my company, I'll charge. He's like, you sell them too cheap. I'll sell them for $2 and give you $1 off everything you sell. Ben is like, yeah. I'm like, wait a minute. You were doing that already by yourself, but now you let them tell you how to sell it.
You just gave him $1.
That's it. You gave him $1 for free, like, and you didn't even notice it. And I'm like,
right.
We do that to ourselves so much. And I've noticed a lot of artists now are really on the independent side, R.I.P. to Young Dolph. Dolph stayed independent for a reason. Labels were coming to Dolph like, yo, we can sign you a $2.5 million contract. One point is, you just come with us. Dolph, why would I sign to you and you be this engine claiming you can help me when I'm already helping you? And all the proceedings and all the money is going to me. Why, if I'm making 50 mil already, why would I sign to you for 110, 115 mil that I got to recoup, that I'm being a slave dealer, I got to make certain amount of records to pay you back the money, and that 50 mil that I already make is going to you, and I'm only getting a portion of the money that I'm making? That's stupid. That's not smart business. So I say, why are we as a people, as a culture, still vying for the please let us in your room when, we know what happens when we build our own rooms. We've seen what happens. They destroy it. They won't allow us to have our own rooms. Yeah, that can't happen. Yeah, and they're like, yeah, we gotta shut this down. Yeah, we'll shut that down. And it's just strange. Like, I was just having this conversation. I have a lot of conversations. If y'all ain't noticed by now, I have a lot of freaking conversations. I do a lot of talking. This was an older conversation. My pops, I didn't even get to tell you this. My pops owns like 41 acres back in Trinidad. It's a lot of freaking acres, right? This dude is doing like a botanical gardens type of vibe out there. Cool. The government, he's trying to get the government to invest in his project. They're like, we don't see any viable reason to invest in this. Like, why would we? Like, stupid. So I had proposed to him, why don't you rent out 20 acres to the government? They want it. They want to buy it from you. Don't sell it to them. Rent it out to them. And he was like, oh, then I would only have 21 acres. But you're getting paid for 20.
And it's
you're
still
getting
yours.
paid for 20. And you're using now. And I'm like, Pop, think about this. You're taking, it's still your money. You're taking the government's money. You take that. And this something that was
it's still
put
your
into
land.
my mind. Still your land. And this was put into my mind by an Asian brother of mine. He said, do you guys have air rights in Trinidad? I'm like, yeah. He was like, you should tell him, take the money the government is paying him to rent that land and purchase the air rights.
Put it in the trust.
And put
in trust, and that will go to the air rights, right? Yeah. It's also a big tax savings if you do it that way as well.
Right? So I'm like, yo, this dude. So now, unfortunately, I'll go look at me like I'm a piece of shit. So now I'm really trying to get cool with my pops. I don't know. We have a really shitty relationship. I'm getting cool with him as best as I can, because when he go, I don't want that land, buddy. I'm going to do it right. Because he's so worried about being accepted in these rooms that they don't want him in. Make your own room, bro. Make your own room. You know what I mean? It's the same thing. How many
you got the space to build your own building so you can create your own rooms?
Yeah. How many brothers and sisters we know? Shout out to every single military member, man. Shout out to y'all. We appreciate y'all for your service. I have watched so many military members take the money that they have made from putting that time in with the government and use that money, like you said, to create those rooms. And they have capitalized on that opportunity by using that money from the government to pay the government to build for them. And they spent none of their money. I think we have to stop looking at it in the context of, man, I'm putting so much of my money. It's really not, if you're already getting it from them. You're using their money. You're basically pulling a smoky, right? You're 10, 20, you're flipping it, 25. You're just tricking them. And I think we have to start looking at it that way. My man Rare Form, he got into an argument with, not an argument, but this kid was on his live earlier today. And he's like, yo, I'm not broke. Yo, I got money. Yo, what are you talking about? I'm not broke. And he's showing his crib. I'm like, you do understand that's all liabilities, right? Half of the shit you got is a liability. You don't got zero assets. So yes, you are broke. And you need to stop thinking. I think we need more financial for our people. we lack it so much, and that's what hurts my soul. I was a part of that same ignorance. Like, I was a part of that. I started learning it a little bit later on in life. That's crazy. I understood credit because I was fortunate to be around people that talked to me like, yo, how old are you? I'm 19. What's your credit score? I'm like, what's that? I didn't even know what the hell that was. It's like, credit score? What is credit score? It's like, young blood, you crazy, this, and you can't do nothing in this world without credit. I'm like, I didn't understand, so they educated me on it. And I feel like we need to do a lot more of that with our children and teach them, instead of them thinking, looking like money equals having money. Because looking like money don't equal having money. Because the people that got money don't got to look like they got money. The people that got money don't got to try to look like they got money.
Right.
But the people that don't have it spend so much time trying to make it look like they have it. I don't got money. I got some money. There's a little bit of money. I don't got no money. This ain't my chain, people. All right, this is my brother chain. This is my brother. My brother locked up. I'm waiting for him to come home. You gonna get his damn chain back. Let's get this understood. I'm not out here trying to act like I got money. I want y'all to understand that. I am building something bigger that I can leave behind for my daughter than she can leave behind for her kids. I'm really studying this generational wealth thing and really just trying to get my foot in the door, but I'm not begging to get let into these rooms. There's a difference. I ain't begging to get let into these rooms, but I want to make sure I know what I have to do to get into that room and get past that room to build my own room so I can let other people in. And they don't gotta hope that somebody allows them in. They don't gotta hope somebody brings them in. I'm gonna bring you in, and we gonna sit down and we gonna build together. That's just all I'm saying. That's all. You know what I mean? So I feel like that's what we need to be. But it's a trip, man. I don't want to get too deep into it because it's unnecessary. I don't want to get there. So I'm gonna leave that alone. Like I said, a lot went on this week. I shot you a text and I asked you, did you see the Superman movie yet? Did you see the Fantastic Four?
I got a 7-month-old, and
yeah. You're not gonna.
It's just me and the wife, bro.
This is what I'm gonna do for you, right? I'm gonna send you something.
Doing anything entertaining by myself is not an option right now. So
I got something for you, right?
Okay.
I got a platform that you'll be able to watch. You won't even have to go anywhere. You'll be able to sit in the privacy of your home and watch these movies. You don't even gotta go nowhere.
Oh no, yeah,
I got you.
I have these options. I just gotta wait a period of time before it goes out of cam mode before I can eventually watch them. But just
you don't need cam mode with me. It's already on. It's already on my joint. Like, we already got it. My brother got a whole. Yeah. We gonna talk offline on that one. I got you. You don't gotta worry about cam mode. Yeah, I want to
check this. See what's
available right now. You good? Whatever you want to watch, we got you. I'm talking classic joints, whatever. You good. I will say this. Y'all gonna hate me. Some of you gonna want to fight me, and I really don't care. Superman was a waste of time. I honestly if I wanted to walk out of my house. Like, I was watching at home. If I was in a movie theater, I would have walked out of the theater for it. That's how serious, like, that's how offended I was by this movie. I've seen the complaints. I've seen people were saying that it's not my Superman. It's not what Snyder did, Henry Cavill, and no, I'm not. Look,
what do you mean not my Superman?
David Cornsweet is a great actor. He handled the transition of Clark Kent and Superman. Like, there's a scene where Lois and him are having a conversation, and he has like that real timid voice. And he's like, "Yeah, Lois, sure, Lois." And then she's like, "Can I get an interview with Superman?" And he was like, "Yes, Miss Lane." And he does the transition really cool, kind of similarly to how Christopher Reeve did it. Remember when Christopher Reeve had the glasses on? He was a little hunched over, and he was like, "Lois, can I tell you something?" And she's like, "What is it, Clark?" And he straightens up and takes the glasses off. He gets like a few inches taller, and he's like, "I'm actually Superman." Like, those little nuances was cool. My problem, without giving any spoilers, my problem with this movie was you made Superman very weak at points where he didn't need to be weak, then overwhelmingly strong at points where it was like, bro, it's Superman. We know he can do that, right? Like,
explain. I don't understand what
I don't want to give too much. The first 10 minutes of the movie, he's getting his ass whooped, something violently, embarrassingly.
You
I'm
said
talking
first 10 minutes of the movie.
yo, opening scene, ass whooping, bleeding, coughing out blood. Superman. The only time you've seen Superman cough up blood or be hurt is if kryptonite's involved, right? This is what we would like to believe. There's no kryptonite involved. This man just got his ass whooped. Then you look at people. The reason why people compare Snyder is at the Snyderverse when he was fighting Doomsday, right? And he took Doomsday into space and the nuke exploded. You saw like this frail Superman floating in space and his body turned into the sun and soaked up all that sun. He just got back and he got cocky and his eyes lit up. He's like, yeah, he coming back, bitch. No. In this one, it was they had to hold him down. The sun's hitting him. Like he has multiple contusions, broken ribs, lacerated lung. But I'm like, damn, he got his ass whooped like a regular nigga. And then he's screaming in pain as the sun is hitting him. It was very dumbfounding to me that Superman screaming in pain. I get what you're trying to say. The sun is healing him, so his bones are snapping back into place, and that might be where the pain is coming from.
Oh, that's dope.
But he's the Man of Steel, bro. He's the Man of Steel. Then he heals and goes right back into the fight to guess what? Get his ass whooped again. just to get his ass whooped right again.
Like, sometimes you gotta know when you reach a match.
Yo, for real. Just to get your ass whooped all over again. That bothered me. And then Guy Gardner, for those who don't know who Guy Gardner is, he's another one of the Green Lanterns before John Jones. Before John and all of them. Guy Gardner, I love Nathan Fillion, bro. I think he's a super dope actor. I loved him in Serenity. He's a great guy. He was also in Marvel. Fillion? Yeah, he was also in, Guardians of the Galaxy as well. So he's back and forth in universes. Cool. All right. The worst rendition of a Green Lantern I've ever seen in my life. Like just the
Green Lantern
haircut
in this Superman?
Yes, Guy Gardner Green Lantern.
Okay.
The Guy Gardner, right?
Okay.
That's who Nathan Fillion plays. He plays Guy Gardner. Terrible. I can't even stress how terrible he was as a Lantern. It was just embarrassing. I can't remember the young lady's name, something Mercad. She plays Hawk Girl. She didn't really have a lot going on. I think she was more, which was kind of also insulting to her. She was kind of eye candy in a way. A scene of her getting out the shower, which was no need to show. I don't know why y'all had to show us that. She did do some cold shit, which was cool. But her character really had no layers to it. And I want to say this now. Mr. Terrific, disgusting. Mr. Terrific was basically the quintessential black guy that goes, yeah, I got a car. It's pretty cool. I'm Mr. Terrific. I'm smart as hell. And I'm sorry to say that's kind of what he did in the movie. That's literally what he did in the movie. What you mean? I don't need your help. I'm Mr. Terrific. I'm smart as shit. Watch me. They not circles, they T-squares. Like, it was so flat. And let me ask you a question. Growing up, I'm going to ask y'all the same thing. When have you ever known Jimmy Olsen to be that guy? Have you ever known Jimmy Olsen to be the man that just had all the bitches swooning on him? I've never known Jimmy. Jimmy's this nigga in this.
He was like a fanboy. Well, that's
he was a fanboy.
That's always viewed him as a fanboy.
Yeah, he was a little plucky little, sure, Lois. All right, Superman, I got the watch. I'll call you whenever we get attacked. That was Jimmy. No. Jimmy is the man. All right, Jimmy got the bitches swooning over him in this one. Bitches is loving Jimmy. Jimmy got all the bitches looking at him. They're like, oh my God, it's Jimmy. Yeah, Jimmy got swag for days. Lois is corny as hell. She doesn't give me high talent reporter, go get it. She's weak. Like, didn't believe the character. Perry White, y'all might hate me for this. Perry White's a black guy. I don't know how I feel about that one. It was just like, why? Are you trying to make this funny? Like Perry White's black? Like I don't understand what you're trying to do. All of these things.
Inclusion.
The thing that really
Yeah.
pissed me off about this movie, outside the fact that Superman's super weak, he's overwhelmingly emotional in this. He's quick to anger. He's just super emotional for someone that's been on Earth for 30-something years. He should have had more control. Lex Luthor is the number one hater, and he admits that he's a hater in the movie. He just admits, like, yeah, nigga, I'm a hating ass motherfucker, and I got billions. What? That's basically what Lex is saying. But what hurt me more,
I feel like a lot of billionaires are haters.
Yeah, but what hurt me more, more than anything, bro, they made Jonathan and Martha Kent hillbillies, bro. I think that was a thing that pissed me off. Yeah, made them hillbillies.
I mean, they're from the Midwest. They have a farm.
Right, but you made them sound like stone cold hillbillies. Martha is on the phone saying, she's talking to the phone like, so proud of you. Seeing what you did on the TV. Bro, I fell out. I said, no, I can't. I can't do it. I cannot do it, bro. That it was such a subpar movie, and people are like, oh, because you're a Snyder fan. It has nothing to do with me being a Snyder fan. It has everything with me being a Superman fan, and this fell short of a Superman movie. The man's wearing boy shorts on top of the suit. He's getting his ass handed to him a chunk of the movie. He's not doing anything spectacular that I would expect from Superman. Let's go back to before Henry Cavill. Superman Returns. All right. I can't remember the dude that played Superman in Superman Returns, but I'll find is that he was a great actor. They showed how powerful Superman is. This man had kryptonite in his body and lifted an entire island made of kryptonite. He was in his weakened state and he still lifted an entire freaking island made of kryptonite with kryptonite in his body. This is my Superman. All right, that's what Superman is. This guy in James's Gunn universe, he's getting his ass whooped consistently. Yes, great. But I will say this. I do not, and I want to say this very strongly, I do not blame David Cornsweet. I feel he did what he could with what he was given. It is not his fault. He carried the character the way he could carry the character with what he was given. The script with the direction. I blame the direction. I blame the director. James Gunn, you fucked up. Some fans will say, no, he did great. Strong box office, so 135 million, 200. Yeah. They're like, yeah, so far it's grossed 502 million. Okay, it's grossed about 502 million. In order for a movie to be successful, they spent about over 200 million for the movie. They have to make triple that for them to break anywhere. They ain't make it there yet. They ain't make it there. So the movie's a failure. By box office standards, by standards of movie making, it's not successful. Then we jump on over to Fantastic Four. Oh, Lord. Fantastic Four was a good movie. Pedro Pascal was amazing playing Reed Richards as far as Reed Richards, the genius. I am disappointed that they limited what he looked like. As far as we think Reed, we see the elasticity. He does great, amazing things. Like he's you don't really see him using his powers in this movie, which is really strange to me. I'm like, he barely stretches, bro. It's weird.
So if you had elastability, it'd just be all the time. It just,
bro, I'm running. I wanted to see a yoga. I want to see a Dowsum kick. Something. I ain't see a Dowsum kick. I ain't see nothing. Everybody else's powers were on display. So
ain't no woman leaving
magnificent. Yo, you didn't see anything. You didn't see anything from Reed. Yo, I mean, he's winning, honestly, because he can, like, what you want me to make it to the left, big at the bottom, mushroom top? What do you want? I can make this happen for you, baby.
I can
I
go
can make
double.
it spin.
I can go double.
I can make it a corkscrew. I could split it. I can make it do this. Then I could come here with this thing and make this thing do this. What do you want to do? Yeah, like the move.
I'll make it spin up in you.
All of that. Look, I think Fantastic Four visually was dope. They did like a 1960s theme, but more futuristic. They didn't waste time giving us how they became the Fantastic Four. Like
that.
They didn't. Yeah, I appreciate. But people were unhappy. Yeah, they gave us little flashbacks. Like, 4 years ago this happened. Great, thank you. You did that, but you stayed here.
Right.
Because we know the story. Yeah, we don't need to go back and see this over and over and over again.
Right.
So that was genius how they did that. Galactus was perfect. Again, I can't stress it. Galactus was perfect, especially coming from the other Fantastic Four when all we got was smoke in a hand. I'm really happy that we got to see Galactus. I'm like, thank you. I appreciate it. I appreciated them giving us
Shia LaBeouf. Fantastic Four without talking about Galactus, because
you can't.
He was the quintessential villain
character. Yeah, it's him. Like that's it. You hear Fantastic Four, you think Galactus. That's Galactus, and absolutely. Maybe Mole Man. They had Mole Man in there, which was really cool. Like that was funny.
And
that was a comedic moment. Look, let me tell you something. For those of you who don't know, and I wanted to check a lot of people for this. People were unhappy that Silver Surfer was a female.
Huh?
If you read the comic books, you would understand. Jack Kirby.
It should be ambiguous.
No, Jack Kirby created Silver Surfer for Earth 828. It is Shia LaBeouf. Shia LaBeouf technically would have been Norrin Radd's wife. When Galactus came to destroy their planet, she was the one that volunteered to be to protect her planet instead of Norrin. That's the only difference. So we tend to forget the multiverse. This is Earth 828, not Earth 616. The one we got when we watched with with Jessica Alba, that's Earth 61. I think that wasn't even Earth 616. It was a different version. That's why we got Norrin Radd. We're in Earth 828.
Where are you getting these numbers from?
That's the Earths, bro. Oh, you don't know about the multiverse? Because you know where, like, our Marvel universe, our universe is Earth 616.
Hey,
where Deadpool and them is. This is 616.
Where is the birth of this multiverse? Where's the
Damn, I'm such a geek. You made me sound like a whole geek right now, bro. I feel like a super geek right now. I'm like over here really going in like Earth 616. You haven't been Earth
828 yet?
828.
Oh my god. Yeah. You know we live in 33. You haven't been in 62. Nah, bro. Yeah,
I mean,
where you get these numbers from, man?
It's comic knowledge, bro. It's Marvel multiverse knowledge. You didn't know this?
I missed this class, bro.
Okay, did you watch Deadpool? Did you watch Deadpool Wolverine?
The film? Yes.
Yes. Okay.
Yes.
Deadpool, he's Earth 616. Okay, that Earth 616 is the same. Well, no, he came to Earth 616. That is the same universe with X-Men, with Tony Stark, all of our heroes, right? This is our universe. 828 is where Fantastic Four is. There any other universe, right? That's where Thunderbolts. They're 616.
So in the beginning of Fantastic Four, but they did it like
it tells you this is Earth. Yeah, it tells you. It says Earth 828. It tells you right out the gate.
It actually says it.
So you're not confused. Yes, so you're not. So for those who don't know, for people who just watch the movies and didn't read the comics, they tell you this is Earth 828. So you're not confused.
Okay.
All right. Okay. Just so you understand. So I can't believe you didn't know this. You made me feel like such a geek right now. Like, feel so geeky. Like, you know what? He's like, where are you getting these numbers from?
You should.
Why are you making these numbers up? I'm not making them up.
I thought I was a geek. Jesus.
See, people, I ain't no gangster.
Wow.
I ain't no gangster. I collect comic cards.
Rick Sanchez, he chose to dwell in 732.
Don't get me started on Rick Sanchez, man. New Rick and Morty is going in right now. But anyways, Fantastic Four overall was was a very well put together movie. Did they fall short in certain things? Absolutely. It was not perfect. But if you're doing a side by side comparison of Superman and Fantastic Four had a lot more substance. It just made more sense and it held together better than Superman. I wanted to see more from my Superman. I wanted to see Superman do exactly what his name says, super shit. All right, I wanted him to do super shit.
We
I
haven't
wanted
seen
this
that
man.
since Superman 3, Christopher Reeves, bro. Like
Yeah, I wanted to see a scream and fly
Superman
and spin the planet around. I want to see
really.
that.
I
You know what I
always
mean? I
thought that
want to
was
see.
so extreme.
Yo,
Like
that was so cool as a kid, bro.
I
It
felt
was so cool as a kid. So
I
cool.
get it. I get it.
It was
And
so
it's like everybody want to be Superman because of like how powerful he is, but at the same time, what's the point of the Justice League? It's like they're just buying time till Superman comes around.
bro. Did you
Like,
not
what's the
see? Did
point?
you
You
not
just
see the Doomsday? When Doomsday like handled the entire Justice League, and it was like, "Yo, Clark, we need you. This is why
yeah.
Superman's here. This is why he's here. I'm gonna let y'all handle the minor shit, but yo, when it gets dark, call Big Homie. I got you." I
bro,
like
it's
that.
like, what's the point? But what's the point?
Look, man,
Like, it's
I
like the
want to
Bulls
see
without
Superman
Jordan,
do
bro.
super shit.
Is
I want to see Superman do super shit. And
it's
I
like
did not
it's
see
like
Superman do
is
super shit.
Jordan and Pippen at the same time.
Yeah.
And what the hell is a Justice League going to do without this man? Like nothing.
Oh
There
my
was no
God.
story.
Don't get
There's
me
no
started.
substance. There was a whole movie on Justice League about how to bring back Superman because they were so inefficient.
They were lost.
By themselves.
They were lost without Pop Pop. Yeah, they were lost without Pop Pop.
So what's the
They
point?
needed Pop Pop.
What's the
Look,
point?
all I'm saying is, I'm going to ask you guys this. Which movie felt more like a story versus a marketing tool? Because to me, I feel like Superman was a marketing tool.
Everything with DC is a marketing tool right now.
I feel like Fantastic Four was more of a story.
Universe.
Oh
so
God,
let me
they're
ask
doing
you,
Batman
this
over
James
again.
Gunn version, will this fit well within the universe that they already created? Or do they need to create a whole new universe based off of this Superman?
James Gunn
because,
is
again,
redoing the entire universe.
Superman, there is no anything within DC. Nothing matters. I mean, we could say
no,
Batman,
Superman
but
is DC. Superman and
Superman
Batman are DC.
Yeah.
But he's redoing the entire universe. He's redoing it. We're getting another Batman.
Wow.
We're getting the comic book
20 years
accurate
of
blue suit Batman. Blue gray suit Batman. That's what we're going to get. And I think that's the problem also. I forgot to say was I understand what he was going for, James Gunn. He was going for that Christopher Reeve Superman. That's what he was going for. He was going for that texture of the Christopher Reeve where Superman cares about everybody and he saves a squirrel, you know what I'm saying? Like, and he saves a dog from getting crushed. Like, we got like Superman, like the Boy Scout that Batman calls him. We got the Boy Scout, but it fell flat because you didn't show how powerful he can be. You showed how powerful he can be in correlation to his apathy to human beings.
Yeah.
Right? His empathy, to human beings.
But doesn't that matter to a man that is infinitely more powerful than every human being combined?
Why should a hammer worry about the nail? I don't know. You know what I mean?
Do you know what?
And
that
this
hammer
is why
do some work on that nail, though.
Look, I'm just saying that I just feel like they fell short. People are like, oh, you guys are Snyder fans. This has nothing to do with what Snyder did. What Snyder did with Henry Cavill cannot be duplicated. Henry Cavill, for all intents and purposes, was one hell of a fucking Superman. You can't deny that. Shout out to Henry Cavill, but yeah, I was already over it. I was excited to see this. I was excited for this movie, and then when I sat down and I watched it, I was just supremely disappointed. I've been saying this movie was such a disappointment for the past 3 days. I was just so disappointed in it. Fantastic Four, I was like, all right, they did a freaking good job.
About every Marvel, because I feel like Marvel they do a better job of
setting everything
the entire story. Right? They make it's like they're putting together a puzzle.
And they do it so well.
Right. Where I feel like DC, they have a picture and then they break it apart. And then it's just like, all right, we're going to put together this puzzle, build this picture. But at the same time, like there's a bigger picture. Isn't this picture supposed to go into another picture? Just like, oh, well, we only
Nah,
broke this picture, so we're trying to put this puzzle piece together, but it fits into a larger frame. How do you make it all work cohesively? And it's like, I
that's what
don't
it
know
is.
yet, but we'll
DC is
figure it
playing
out as we
catch up.
go. Right.
DC is playing catch up, and that's the problem. They're too worried about trying to catch up
I feel like
to what Marvel has done.
well, I feel like they're trying to catch up because they saw something that actually worked. Whereas DC, I felt like they were a driving force for so long as far as, creating film-worthy characters. And then all of a sudden Marvel came on the scene with Captain America and they decided to create a whole universe versus just one character. And they were like, oh, wait a second. That actually makes sense. Can we do the same thing? Guys, come on. Can we do that
and
too?
Real quick, I want to say something. Marvel will not be able to be doing what they're doing if it wasn't for the success of Blade. I'm just saying. Let's not overshadow.
How do they correlate? I get that Blade is a Marvel character, but
Blade was the first.
The only universe I see to fit in
to be
is
that
Deadpool.
Successful. No, but Blade was the first comic book movie that was so overwhelmingly successful. It opened the door for Marvel.
Movie?
Yeah, like to be Marvel overwhelmingly successful. Movie. First Marvel movie to be so successful, it opened up the door that they were able to do Iron Man and do what they're doing now.
X-Men
if it wasn't for Wesley,
was killing it.
Wesley made it happen. Excuse me, what now?
X-Men?
You said what?
I mean, listen,
X-Men was garbage. Every single X-Men was garbage.
I agree with you wholeheartedly, but that was still
Sony.
$1 billion franchise.
And that was Sony. But
Spider-Man, Tobey Maguire.
Blade was before all of that. Blade was before. Blade opened the door for all of this.
Okay.
Blade opened the door for all this. What I'm saying. If it wasn't for the success of Blade, but none of this would be possible. So, in the words of my man Wesley Snipes,
that Blade was even a Marvel character.
I don't give a damn. I knew.
I mean,
I fucking knew.
I knew too, but there's a lot of people that just associated with. They just thought this is a vampire movie. Hey, this is a
lot of people didn't know.
Black person who knows martial art. Hey, this is pretty cool.
But Blade is what opened the door for Marvel to do what they're doing.
Yeah, but
but we need to.
I get you as far as success as a Marvel. It's
only one
character.
Blade. Only gonna be one Blade.
What associate like what characters did they feature in Blade? Like it was just Blade that we know of. There weren't any recognizable characters that they featured.
You got the Blood Pack.
What's the Blood Pack?
You got other characters. Oh my God! We're not going to go. I'm not going to walk you through this.
That matters.
I'm not going to walk you through this. I'm talking
about characters. I'm not talking about actors.
I'm not going to walk you through this right now. All right, we'll do this off camera. We're not going to do this.
I'm just saying.
What you're going to freaking
anything. I don't think you have it. You just talking about blood packs.
I'm not going
like we about to do a blood
transfusion
or something, but
give you a rundown.
I don't think
of the Marvel universe, bro.
I'm secure in my place within the Marvel universe.
I'm not going to do it.
I don't.
You're not welcome in the Marvel universe. Go over to DC. Go over to DC, bro.
They don't want me over there.
Go over to DC, man.
They don't want me
over there.
You
look like a DC character. You look like a DC character. Yeah.
What is
you
that?
look like a lantern.
No, I
you look like a lantern. You look like you could play a lantern.
If I was a DC character, I think I would lean towards Green Lantern. I think
you look like you could play a lantern.
I think it's just too cliche for well, Lantern went black, and then he went black female.
I mean, in the one of the multiple universes, Green Lantern happens to be transgender. Anyways, not going there. You'd be a lantern though if you were in a DC universe. You'd be a lantern.
Yeah, I feel.
I'd be. I don't know what mutant. I would be like more on the X-Men side. I'd be a mutant. I just don't know what type of mutant.
I'd be X-Men side too. I'd be the loner in the X-Men mansion, and they just come over here. I'm featured in a couple episodes, and they come in. They come in my room, and then they ask me some questions about something, just about life. And then I show them with my mutant powers, like
I think you would be the philosopher.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying.
Let's go see the philosopher.
I'm working with B side by side. Occasionally you catch me in there.
I see that. I see you and B's kicking
in the background. My glasses on.
Yeah, I can see that.
It's like,
I see.
Go
I'm
ahead,
a little guy.
question.
Yeah, I'm a little guy. And I'm angry. I think me and Logan to be boys, you know what I mean? So I think me and Logan to just be kicking it, just grumpy as hell, smoking cigars, you know what I'm saying? Nah.
I don't know why they got so much anger over there. They didn't.
Nah, shut up, bub. Yeah, whatever, bub.
Just see me in the background of the study, just having a conversation with Jean Grey and shit. The skip more Bobby and stuff.
You know what I'm saying? I'm like, look at this nerd hanging out with Hank and Bub. Oh God. Look, at the end of the day, Busta Rhymes got his flowers while he was still here. Shout out to Busta Rhymes. If you want to, I do suggest you watch Superman and watch Fantastic Four, see what it gets for you. If you haven't seen Thunderbolts, watch that too. That was also a great movie. I'm excited to see what both companies have in store for us with their universes, DC and MCU. I'm excited either way, but I feel like James Gunn, you need to do better. All right, I'm not saying Fantastic Four was great, but it was way better than Superman to me. You don't gotta like me. You guys, when you're watching this, put in the comments.
That's
yeah, for real. Put in the comments, man. Let us know what you think. Which one was better?
Right now.
Yeah, he doesn't give a shit about me. Do better. Who the hell are you? Cvrter Young, how about you shut the hell up, you little bastard? Let me see you make a freaking $2 million movie.
Did you buy a ticket, Cvrter Young? Seems like I'm doing all right.
Yeah, no, I didn't, James or Jim. How about that, Jim? Yeah, bastard. Nah, but shout out to Busta Rhymes, man. At the end of the day, let's just do better. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not going to sit here and argue with you guys about anything, but tell me what you thought was better, whether it be Fantastic Four or Superman. If you liked it, you liked it. It's all about opinion. It's all about taste. You got something to drink? You don't got nothing to drink. You had like a coffee cup. I don't know if you had something to drink, man. I don't know.
Yeah, apple juice.
Oh, look at this. Well, look, man, we were blessed. We were blessed that we have a lot of great new music that came out. We have fun movies and entertainment for us. And at the end of the day, this is how it should be. Let's enjoy. Let's have opinions. See what's really going on. Tell me who you think is still real in the industry, who's phony, who's still moving with honor. You let us know what actually stuck with you this week. Let us know about Superman. Let us know about Fantastic Four, what you love, what you like. At the end of the day, we started off just simple. Life is about opinions, likes, dislikes. But we have a right and we have the opportunity to be here to enjoy these things in this world. Do not take everything so serious, but enjoy everything seriously. Salute.
That's dope.
Oh yeah, that's the fun stuff right there. That's the fun stuff. So once again, man, we appreciate y'all. Yo,
anyway, yeah, we appreciate
y'all tapping in with us, man. We really appreciate y'all. I am Cvrter Young. I'm not gonna go through the whole spiel. Thank you.
In my key.
Yo, we will see y'all.
Don't forget.
We'll see y'all next week, man.